Hello everyone, I am Mahesh and today I am going to explain you about the IoT. Now I am Senior Test Automation Architect with 14 years of experience in software test automation. I got approved one patent on the backnet analytics and other in queue for the multifunctional automation structure. Now in my current role, I explore new technologies and tools in the market, also introduce them to our test processes and bring value to the organization. Also providing technical architecture, defining strategic direction for testing automation practices, serving as an expert in defining and rolling out standard automation frameworks. In line with latest industry trend, like the complex architecture, scriptless automation, I participate in applications design reviews, ensuring quality automation practices, and those are baked in software development and deployment lifecycle. Along with this, I have finished my B in computers and I have done my MBA in international business as well as in IT. I have some social reach where I have helped near about 2200 plus people to learn automation. Out of those, 1100 plus got opportunity in renowned organization. What is IoT? The Internet of Things is a new concept that has grown complex. Now, here is a simple explanation of what it is and how it affects your entire existence. We all heard about the Internet of Things, IoT, and it's either great or terrible. Now, depending on who you ask, but what it is and how exactly it works. So, the Internet of Things is the internet-able nature of modern physical devices, vehicles, and buildings. You may also have heard about IoT products as connected devices or smart devices. The Internet of Things IoT is a catch-all term for the growing number of electronics that aren't traditional computing devices, but are connected to the internet to send data and receive instruction or both. Now, there is an incredibly broad range of things that fall under that umbrella. Now, internet connected smart version of traditional appliances like refrigerators and light bulbs, gadgets that could only exist in an internet enabled world like Alexa style digital assistants. Also internet enabled sensors that are transforming factories, healthcare, transportation, distribution centers and farms. Now if you can see on my screen, I can say the Internet of Things are involved in all those areas which we can see here, like vehicle, asset, person and pet monitoring and controlling. Same way like in agriculture automation, energy consumption, security and surveillance systems, building management systems. Then we can say the telemedicines and healthcare systems, smart homes and cities. Now everyday day-to-day life also your Internet of Things like IoT is involved, and all those things are built this IoT as a huge success in industry nowadays. Now people may ask you the question, what is IoT and how it works? So how big it is? So first we can answer what is IoT. The IoT brings the power of internet and data processing and analytics to the real world of your physical objects. Let's say for consumers, this means interacting with the global information network without the intermediary of a keyboard and a screen. Many of their everyday objects and appliances can take instruction from that network with minimal human intervention. Now in enterprise settings like IoT can bring the same efficiencies to physical manufacturing and distribution that the internet has long delivered for knowledge work. Now millions if not billions of embedded internet enabled sensors worldwide are providing an incredibly rich set of data that companies can use to gather data about their safety of their operations, track assets and reduce manual processes. Now researchers can also use the IoT to gather data about people's preferences and behavior, though that can have a serious implication for privacy and security. I can cover this privacy and security for IoT in my upcoming session. Now how big that IoT is? In a word, there are more than 50 billion of IoT devices as of 2020. And those devices will generate 4.4 zettabytes of data this year. Now, when we talked about zettabyte is a trillion gigabytes is one zettabyte. By comparison, in 2013, IoT devices generated a mere 100 billion gigabytes. The amount of money to be made in the IoT market is similarly a staggering, and estimates on the value of the market in 2025 that range from $1.6 trillion to 14.4 trillion. Now, do you think how big the IoT is? Now, let's understand how IoT works. An IoT ecosystem consists of a web-enabled smart devices and that use embedded systems such as processors, sensors, and communication hardware to collect and send and act on data they acquire from their environments. IoT devices share the sensor data they collect by connecting to an IoT gateway. If you can see here, the sensors are collecting data from the IoT gateway or other edge devices where data is either sent to the cloud to be analyzed or analyzed locally. Sometimes these devices communicate with other related devices and act on the information they get from one and another. The devices do most of the work without human intervention, although people can interact with the devices. Now, for instance, to set them up, give them instruction or access the data. The connectivity, networking, and communication protocols used with these web-enabled devices largely, and that depend on the specific IoT applications deployed. Now, IoT can also make use artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning to aid in making data collecting processes easier and more dynamic. Now, typically, Internet of Things devices have sensors and software that enable the collection and exchange of data via the internet. Now, IoT objects can be controlled remotely to allow direct integration with computer systems, which it's argued results in economic benefit and improved efficiency for users. IoT shopping applications, for example, could track on phones' location to learn persons' shopping habits. Companies will use this data to target individuals with special offers for their favorite shops and products. If you can see on Amazon or Flipkart or any other application where you are doing some shoppings, you can see some of the offers, special offers, some of the your particular the data based on your data. They can just show you some of your habits. They just learn the habits based on your browsing, and they can just show you those products. A shopping app could also link to the smart fridge, which could decide what food is needed based on the past consumption and send the grocery list directly to a person's phone. In fact, it's entirely possible a smart fridge could order products automatically without any human intervention. Now, what are the examples of your IoT? We all are aware of how internet has connected people to people, but now taking another step forward, internet is going to connect things never thought before. Basically, Internet of Things is a system of devices and things that are implanted with sensors, software, and electronics to initiate the exchange and collection of data and information. Okay, so now if you can see, this is a smart thermostat. So I'm going by one an example so that you can understand how IoT works in the smart industry or in our current industry. Let's take an example of this smart thermostats. So imagine that you can control the temperature of your home from anywhere with just a simple touch on your smartphone or tablet, and you get the desired temperature before getting home so that you don't need to wait. So Nest Learning Thermostat is the most popular thermostat in the smart category, and this company has been bought by Google. And Nest Thermostat not only control from anywhere, but also it learns by itself by following your daily routine and change the temperature of your home without bothering you. Like if you have set low temperature at night continuously for 7 days, then this device learns that and automatically lowers the temperature at night. This is very helpful device for saving the energy. Now I can go back to my next example, that is a smart barcode readers. Now, IoT barcode readers can help in better inventory management for retailers. The readers support AI-based digital signal processing. These devices can optimize the operation of any sectors including retail, logistics, warehouse, and much more. IoT-based barcode readers feature cloud data connection to connect with other systems too. Using the connected barcode reader will ease the processes of managing inventory. Now, IoT barcode readers can be incorporated into shopping carts. The readers use AI-based sensor to detect products as they are dropped or removed from the cart. The reader can transfer data to the computer automatically, and that can save a lot of time in checkout, resulting in an improved experience for the customers. Now, my third example is a connected healthcare systems. IoT has numerous applications in the healthcare industry. The technology can be used to provide high quality medical services using a smart medical devices, also called the Internet of Medical Things, IoMT. So the technology can help in monitoring and supporting vital data, which can help in making clinical decisions. With IoT medical devices, medical services can be made more accessible by the populace. IoT medical devices can help in real-time monitoring of patients remotely. The devices can report an emergency like an asthma attack, heart failure, etc. immediately to a physician, and that can be reported. This can help in potentially saving the lives of many individuals. IoT devices can collect healthcare data including blood pressure, sugar levels, oxygen, and weight too. Now, data is stored online and can be accessed anytime by a physician. IoT automates the workflow by allowing the provision of effective healthcare services to the patients. If you know, currently in this COVID pandemic, IoT is hugely used to identify some of the best researchers. They use that to get some human intervention. They just wanted to understand what are the people following and how we can resolve or solve these problem statements too. But still there are some of the questions still on the IoT, like Internet of Things and security concerns. IoT leads to a data mining and privacy issues. Criticism of IoT: how safe is the Internet of Things? IoT benefits to the organization. Pros and cons of IoT and IoT standards and its frameworks. So I'm sure this IoT session will help you to understand IoT from scratch. I am going to cover some of more sessions on IoT. What I would request you, if you can let me know on comment section, out of these three topics, how IoT changed the software testing, how IoT knowledge is important in test automation, and what are the pros and cons of IoT in manual and automation testing. If you can please provide your comments in the comment box, so that I can, based on your comment, I can simply take this topic and cover up in my next video. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel.